Nau mai, haere mai, and welcome to this online presentation of the Auckland Philharmonia Orchestra's 2023 season. It's been a joy to be back in the concert hall performing continuously this year, with many full houses since we were able to have them in April. The APO has no plans to slow down anytime soon, and we have a wonderful season of music and musicians coming up for you in 2023, including some incredible international guest artists alongside our own Kiwi stars. We're once again secure in the knowledge that with our music director Giordano Bellincampi at the helm of the APO, we'll have another wonderful season of music and music making for you. In addition to Giordano, we have some exciting news to share about the APO's musical whānau. We've just confirmed the appointment of Xiong Sung as APO's principal guest conductor. You'll remember Xiong from her electrifying performances earlier this year of Stravinsky's Firebird and Lutoslawski's Concerto for Orchestra. She's very excited to be joining us for the next 3 years, and we're equally excited to be having her with us. There's a lot to celebrate in the New Zealand Herald Premiere Series in 2023. Next year is the 150th anniversary of the great Rachmaninoff, and we'll be celebrating with performances of his music throughout the year. We kick off in March with the long-awaited return of Alan Burabayev, who conducts a performance of Isle of the Dead, one of Rachmaninoff's lesser-known works, alongside one of his most performed, the Rhapsody on a Theme of Paganini. Our soloist for this will be the wonderful American-Israeli pianist Inon Barnatan, making his New Zealand debut. In fact, we're thrilled to be hosting many fabulous local and international artists for their APO, New Zealand and Australasian debuts next year. Belgian clarinetist Annelien von Val will perform Mozart's Clarinet Concerto on the Bassett clarinet, for which it was originally written. You don't often get to hear it played on this specialist instrument, and when you do, you'll appreciate some entirely new sound colours. In June, we'll be welcoming conductor Elena Schwartz and flautist Anna de la Vega for the Australasian premiere performance of Kaya Sarioho's beautiful flute concerto, Isle du Song. Also on that program is Copland's popular Appalachian Spring and Ravel's Mother Goose. August brings us a special performance from Grammy Award-winning Maori Taongopuro musician and practitioner Jerome Kavanagh for a newly APO-commissioned concerto for Taongopuro and orchestra by Kiwi composer Selena Fisher, and this will be conducted by Vincent Hardacre. Armenian violin virtuoso Sergei Khatchatrian makes his New Zealand debut in October with Mendelssohn's Timeless Violin Concerto in a concert also featuring Rachmaninoff's symphonic dances. September sees the long-awaited return of the uncompromisingly talented violinist Ilya Gringolds for what will be an unmissable performance of Prokofiev's first violin concerto. And following her incredible performance with us this year, we welcome back violinist Clara Jumi Kang for Beethoven's Violin Concerto, which will close our main stage concerts in November. I'll now hand over to our music director, Giordano Bellincampi, so that you can hear about his highlights of the 2023 season, including our ever-popular opera in concert.
Hello everyone, I'm Giordano Bellincampi, and I have the great pleasure of being the music director for the Auckland Philharmonia Orchestra. I'm here to tell you a little bit about what I see as the highlights of our 2023 season. As you have already seen, we have a lot of wonderful music waiting for you in 2023. We opened the season in February with Dvorak's Ninth Symphony, the New World Symphony, one of the best known pieces from the symphonic repertoire that we always enjoy to perform, and the Samuel Barber Violin Concerto with the young Kiwi violinist Geneva Lewis, who will have her debut with the APO. In March, we will finally be able to finish our cycle of the Beethoven symphonies with the 8th and the 9th Symphony. It is always a pleasure to perform Beethoven's 9th Symphony, one of the most grandiose pieces in the repertoire, and you will be able to experience the full size of the APO, big chorus and wonderful soloists. 2023 also sees the very welcome return of the young Kiwi violinist Benjamin Morrison, who will be performing together with our players in our series Baroque and Beyond. Later in the year, we continue our focus on the core repertoire of the symphony orchestra by performing Brahms' First Symphony and Mahler's Fifth Symphony towards the end of the year, together with the students from the Australian Academy of Music. At that concert, we will also perform wonderful music by Richard Wagner, the overture to Rienzi, and the prelude and the Liebestod from Tristan und Isolde. And that very easily leads into what I personally consider is the highlight of the season for us at the APO, which is the first performance here in New Zealand of Erich Wolfgang Korngold's opera Die Tote Stadt. Korngold became very, very famous by being the first composer to receive an Academy Award, an Oscar for music for movies. Die Tote Stadt is an opera about a very important and central issue for all of us, which is our relationship to mourning. It's about a husband who loses his wife and has great difficulties in continuing his life. The subject is very serious, but I can assure you that the way that Korngold treats this subject is absolutely accessible for all of us. The music is glorious, the instrumentation is full of colors, and it will be both an impressive and very, very moving opera to attend. We have a great international cast. The big part as Paul is sung by Alice Brischein, who is one of the leading interpreters of this particular role, and Marietta, the woman that he falls in love with, is sung by the Romanian soprano Luisa Fatiol. And then we welcome back Richard Sveda, who was our wonderful Don Giovanni some years back in the role of Frank and Fritz. I will be back soon in November, where we have wonderful programs for you. Amongst other things, we are going to play the great Richard Strauss Alpine Symphony with the stage completely full of players, not only from the APO, but also young musicians from the Australian Academy of Music. I look forward to seeing you again on the Town Hall stage.
Thank you, Giordano, and I know I speak for everyone when I say that I cannot wait to finally hear the finale of the APO's Beethoven cycle, Symphonies number 8 and 9 in March. We know this will sell out quickly, so we've scheduled 2 performances so that everyone can enjoy this wonderful music. APO continues to demonstrate the versatility of orchestral music throughout the year. Next year, in partnership with Auckland Live, we present A Night of Sondheim to celebrate and commemorate the late, great Broadway icon. And we have a family-friendly romp through Saint-Saëns' Carnival of the Animals with the comedy dance troupe Dynamotion, featuring the talents of Tom Sainsbury and Chris Parker. Anyone who attended our first ever Matariki concert this year will tell you that it was a truly magical night, and it perfectly marked the arrival in our calendars of Aotearoa's new public holiday. We're delighted to be celebrating once again, and we're joined this time by the multi-award-winning Troy Kingi. We of course have our hugely popular big screen adventures with 2 modern Disney classics live with orchestra in 2023. Halloween will be marked with the performance of the 1993 film Hocus Pocus, and in September the APO will head to infinity and beyond with the Pixar classic Toy Story. Our Bailey's Great Classics series in 2023 features a trio of the best classical pianists around. An absolute highlight of the season will be the extraordinary pianist Katia Buniatashvili, who'll perform Tchaikovsky's First Piano Concerto in November. Earlier in the year, French pianist Lisa de la Salle performs Rachmaninoff's majestic Piano Concerto No. 2. And in August, we welcome Stephen Osborne for Ravel's glittering and jazzy G Major Piano Concerto under the baton of our new principal guest conductor, Xiong Sung. We're also proud to be presenting our Baroque and Beyond series once again at Holy Trinity Cathedral. Our first concert will pair works by Bach and Stravinsky. The second will see us perform Vivaldi's Four Seasons alongside Piazzolla's tango-infused Four Seasons of Buenos Aires, starring our incredible concertmaster Andrew Beer. There are many other concerts and events to look forward to throughout 2023, including the return of the Michael Hill International Violin Competition in June and our performance with Simon O'Neill at the Auckland Arts Festival in March. And of course, you'll also see the APO supporting the New Zealand Opera and the Royal New Zealand Ballet throughout the year. Hopefully, this has whetted your appetite for our season in 2023, and you've got lots to look forward to. Please be assured that our brochure is winging its way into your letterboxes, and if you really can't wait, please head to the APO website, apo.co.nz, where you can download a digital version of the brochure, browse through our concerts, and get even more excited about everything we have on offer in 2023. None of this would be possible without our core funders, Auckland Council, Creative New Zealand, Foundation North, and the Four Winds Foundation. And a big thank you to all of our funders, our business partners, our incredible donors and loyal subscribers for your continued and generous support of the APO. The APO is so much more than performances on the Town Hall stage. With your support, we're able to bring the joy of music to the entire Auckland region and beyond. For a glimpse of the work that APO does off the stage and in the community, we'll now finish with a short video demonstrating the impact of the APO Connecting program. Thanks for watching, and we're really looking forward to seeing you in the concert hall in 2023.
I was 3 when my mum gave me a bugle to play a sound out of. Then when I was 5, I got my own cornet in the community brass band. And I think that's actually a big part of who I am. Having been brought up in a community band where my parents were in it, my grandparents were in it, that was really where I started. The APO Connecting program is unique. You don't get it in most other orchestras. It's one of my favourite parts about the job actually, even more than the main stage concerts. Community music, music in the community. So the APOPS program is the APO Partnership Schools program. On a regular day it might be that I turn up at a school and play them Puccini. We play them the William Tell Overture. There was one story of our trombonist who's a wonderful player, and one of the kids came and said to him, "I love the trombone. It sounds like a fart. I really want to play it." And we're just like, cool. Anything that inspires you, really. I'm also one of the mentors helping teachers teach, because they're only about 19 or 20, so they're not so experienced yet.
I've always been passionate about kids that learn here. Some of them don't want to leave, you know, they just really love music school. The next step for them is to help in the classrooms and give back to the school as well. That's where the APO comes in for us. They come in and they support our young junior teachers.
So this is where I learned trumpet, and then they needed a brass teacher. I found it really invaluable having Josh pop in. High-level tuition, you know, breeds high-level results. So as teachers, we all have tools in our toolkits. You know, he's kind of helping adjust some of my tools and also give me some of his.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I did APO for Kids, where I kind of just stood in the foyer and played my flute for all these children, talked to the kids about why the flute's awesome, and I had like a model flute as well, and then play along while I was playing along. I grew up in Papakura. Being able to give back to my community is really special to me. Having been on the receiving end of what the APO Connecting team does, it's like a truly impactful program, and it needs to continue. If anything, it needs to get bigger. It needs to reach every crevice of Auckland, if not further.
I am in awe of this relationship. We don't have an orchestra. Now, we know we've got access to the APO. It's mind-blowing, don't you think? That's incredible. Everybody gets together, we have some practices. Of course we're going to do the big play-in. And you know, it's really giving them that sense of this is who else is here. We're all in this. And these people in the top of their field, they care about me. We're creating a space for young people to be incredible.
I play cello, piano, viola, bassoon, guitar, bass guitar, and percussion. The first time I got to meet them, put me way at the front with another player from the APO, and I was really excited. They're just a regular person, just like me, just at another level what they're playing.
Brings the goal of playing as a professional into reach, makes it seem like a more realistic option. It's inspirational because you want to try to become that. Right now, it's my craft, it's like my life. It's like the colour in a movie, you know what I mean?
These events are really big to me. I'm hoping that when I get older, these things would be like I guess an everyday thing.
This kaupapa will inspire the next generation of musicians, really.
Classical music is a fantastic platform for that. And I really believe it's those kind of connections with the professional players.
One of my main goals is music everywhere. It's such a healthy thing. It brings people together, people from different nationalities, people from different backgrounds. It's connecting, really.